So today I'm gonna be just installing these side skirts. Nothing crazy, but I did want to kind of like show how I'm gonna be installing the rest of the wide body, because it's pretty much how I am gonna be installing the rest of the wide body. The next video will be me doing the fenders and perfecting these, like grinding this stuff down, bondo and everything, getting it all nice and pretty, and then putting the over fenders on hopefully. But first off, I just want to show why I'm going to be using this method. So this is not going to be riveted on, it's going to be rivnuts, which basically are rivets that you can, bolt up. And I'm choosing a bigger nut size because of these holes right here that look kind of ugly. I want something that I could just cover up all that. So these are actually I think they're M8 bolts that'll be covering up this whole thing, so the body kit's not gonna go anywhere. But yeah, so we'll start with this one, and then once I get this one mounted, I'll show you guys on that one. On the first one, I'm primarily gonna go on the second one, or show you guys how to do this on the second one. I mean, it's millions of videos out there, but I don't know, why not? First step is to mark it up. I used masking tape to like kind of mount it so I could see how I want it to fit. Then I didn't have a paint pen or anything like that, so I just scratched the surface of where the holes were with this screwdriver. Took smaller drill bit first to drill the holes, then took the larger drill bit to widen them for the rivnuts. These are M8 rivets, M8 bolts. I ordered both of these off of Amazon, as well as the tools, so I'll probably leave the link in the description. But these are zinc plated bolts, yellow zinc plated. These are zinc plated rivets, zinc plated bolts, so they don't rust, and they just bolt up now. So now you can literally turn anything you want into a bolt-on application. That is like amazing. That is the beauty of, like, I don't know, you guys just don't understand how good this is when it comes to like fabrication and shit like that. Like, this is the best tool that I've ever purchased in my life. I am 100% certain. This rivnut tool is the best tool.
Turn that song off. This is my jam.
I have ever bought in my life. Let me just hold on. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this thing. Like, first off, this is a tool by itself, and it came with all these different size rivnuts and all the different types of mounts for it. Now mind you, I purchased 50 extra M8 ones because that's what I'm using for the body kit. But this tool, man, you can turn anything into a bolt-on application. Like, if I wanted to cut this door handle off and just mount a piece of metal that goes from here to here, I don't have to weld it. Oh, just rivnut here, screw that thing on, and then you can screw it off later. Like, I don't know. I'm also going to be using that to clean up my front end swap. Something that I noticed yesterday, this is melting. I didn't think it'd get that hot in there, and that sucks because in order to fix that, I gotta open it up. So I'm probably just gonna leave it like there unless it gets worse. The other side is perfectly fine, but yeah, that sucks. All right, enough of me bragging about the tool. I'm gonna go back to installing this, and then we'll go through the walkthrough on the other side. What it's gonna look like after everything's said and done. I mean, it's on there. So, and that's pretty much what the rest of the kit's gonna look like. But it's bolted up. Hey, 12mm bolts all the way around. So I did run into one problem. The rivnut, literally the first one that I put on, wasn't tight enough and it popped out. But I'll fix this. I'll drill it out and put a bigger rivnut in it later, because I can unbolt this. I can just take it off, pop that in there, bolt it back up. No biggie. But for now, I'm not worried about that. It's just, instead of an M8, I'm going to be using a M10 for that one, since it has to be bigger. But that part of the side skirts is going to be covered up anyway, so I'm not 100% worried about it. But yeah, for this side, we go ahead and get started. So like I was saying earlier, the first thing you want to do is mask it. Well, not mask it, but mark it up. So I got some electrical tape. You can really use whatever you need, see fit, zip ties, Gorilla tape, have a friend hold it, it's whatever, but you want to basically mount this to the car in the way that you want it to, like, you know, be mounted, and make sure that everything is lined up correctly. Then you're gonna mark the holes. That's what I was using the screwdriver for, just scratch into the paint where the holes are gonna be. Then you're gonna drill the holes. Like I was saying, use the smaller drill bit first, so that you can just get the hole going, and then you can work your way up to the big one, because I'm using, you know, big bolts because I don't really want it to be on there. But you can work your way up to whatever size drill you're going to use. Then once you drill those holes, you do the rivnuts. I'll show you how to do that in the next clip. I'm gonna mark these up and start drilling holes. This is basically how I have it marked up, because I don't have friends, so I have to use electrical tape. But it's pretty simple. It is a little off because it hangs, but I could just push it up a little bit, and it's only for the back, it's not in the front. But basically you just mask it up and stuff, get it to where you want it, and then I'm just using this screwdriver to like go in and scratch up the paint so I can know where to drill. And that's pretty much it, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and get drilling. So now that I got these holes drilled, we can go ahead and start putting the nuts in. Now the difference, I mean not difference, but once you drill these, you'll still have to like widen them a little bit. So this one is wider than that one ever so slightly. It's basically just taking a drill and like going around in circles for a little bit, just so that you can get that little extra clearance. But you basically, first thing is take the rib nut, you screw it on to the tip. Make sure you leave these open. Then you stick this in there. You want it to be kind of hard to get in. That way you know that it's going to be tight, you know, once you tighten it. So let me go ahead and shove this in here real quick. Yeah, I already know the internet's going to go crazy with that one. So once you got it in there, make sure that you got it all the way in there. If you do need to drill out a little bit more, that's fine. Just make sure that you don't want it to just go in all loose. Oh my god. You don't want it to go in all loose, because that way when you tighten this down, it'll probably still be, you know, flimsy. But after that, you just want to pull these two sides in to crush the rivet between the outside and the inside, basically. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Fancy leg work. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of force, but you got it. And then once you do that, you just take this knob and unbolt it until it comes out. But you can see that it's in there now. And you now have a bolt-on application. And that's pretty much it. So you just do that with the rest of these holes. And then once you do that with the rest of these holes, drill these out so that they can, you know, fit the nut, and bolt it up. Make sure that you, once you like get these to the right size, you spray them down with some type of paint to prevent rust. I'm just spraying it down with clear coat, but yeah, you want to spray it down with some type of paint so that it doesn't rust out later. Since these are zinc, they're not going to rust, but the holes themselves will rust if you don't spray them down.